Whoever products you may use when you get into solar, if you decide to go in that direction, is really you want power output. You want power output over a long period of time. You heard the lady say in the video that she got into it. The reason she got into it is, and it looked for about a 10-year payback for her to take the system on and to pay for it. So you want to make sure you're making an investment. It's kind of like whether you're building a house or you're buying a car or whatever. You want to make an investment. You want to understand that. So when you make that investment, you want to get the most power output you can for the longest period of time you can. So if you have a 10-year investment, you want to get power output. If you can get power output, in our case, we do a power guarantee up to 30 years. We're the only company in the industry that does that currently. The next closest to us is a 25-year. And so from that standpoint, you want to get the most power you can, or the guaranteed power you can for that period of time. We have we say really the 4 keys: efficiency, strength, tolerance, and warranties. In all 4 of those key critical categories, our products are right up there with the best in class or one of the best in class. So we have another big portion of it. We have a 5+. It's what we call tolerance. So what that means, if you were to buy a panel today, the panel comes in watts, as Lee was kind of break out a little bit earlier. So you may have a 180-watt panel or a 200-watt panel or a 230-watt panel. That's how much wattage that panel will produce with the sun shining on it and in optimal conditions. Well, what you'll find with our panels, we don't give a plus-minus tolerance. You don't get a negative. You always get a positive. So you'll get whatever the nameplate label says plus some. So that's a big feature that when you go to look through some of the products. And then we have a 10-year product warranty. The average in the industry is about a 5. And then we have a 12-year at 90% power guarantee, and then 30-year we do 80% power guarantee. Now, just to give you some examples, in Georgia and different places across the country for installations, and to give you a snapshot of what some of the installations look like. This is a sport complex in Dublin where they put solar out at their recreation complex, and they've been realizing the benefits of that in the wintertime as it's not being used. They've been generating electricity and actually getting a negative on their bill. When Lee says a negative, that's a good thing. When we speak of it in that terms, that means they get paid for power instead of having to pay for it. Now, as it goes through the summer and it gets used, it'll start balancing. But then this is a county annex building that's being used. This is a school in Gainesville, Florida that's got solar on top of it. Lumber yards. This is a construction company. This is a sign company that did over 1 megawatt on top of their roof, which is a tremendous amount of solar. This is something we're very proud of. This is the Chevy Volt. Some of you may know about this electric car that has come out from Chevy. But Envision Track is a company that was selected as one of the 3 preferred providers to provide the solar trees, which is the charging stations for Chevy to be able to put across their dealerships. And we were chosen to be their partner with them to actually have our panels on top of that tree. So that's actually a tree, and on top of it is our panels. So that just kind of gives you some idea, some flavor of what people are doing in the industry. And this is much, much more. This is homes, residential homes, that you'll see solar being installed. This is the shelter, solar being installed where people can take advantage of it. These are just farms. This is whether it be a chicken farm, cow farm, whatever it may be, where people are just taking their rooftops and they're putting solar on top of it because, and so you see it in roofs, you see it on grounds, you see it in all type of applications. You see solar farms. When you hear about that, sometimes utility scale where large areas are being powered, maybe residential complexes and things such as that from solar activity.